Libra, taking a quick astrological snapshot of what is going on in the month of August for you, there's actually a lot of focus on friendships and your social circles. I really feel like as you are reevaluating your hopes, wishes, aspirations, and ideals, you may find yourself distancing or gravitating towards different groups of people. I do also get the sense that there's a lot of focus on your mental health, especially in the second part of August, and maybe even trying to figure out routines or ways of taking care of yourself that are conducive to your wellness overall. If you're excited for this month's reading, then definitely be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. For those of you who are brand new to my channel, my name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. For those of you who are ready for a deep dive, you can find all of my links in the description box down below for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, as well as all of my other social media accounts. As I'm shuffling the cards for you, Libra, I'm just going to give my general disclaimer that these are general readings, meaning not all of the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. It's up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what messages are meant for you and what should be left behind for somebody else. If this video just doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Nothing went wrong. You're more than welcome to check out the other videos, maybe for your moon or rising sign, where there may be more guidance available for you there. I am really curious at what is going on for you this month. I'm actually going to be referencing the astrology and pointing out some key dates as well. We actually are starting off this month with a full moon in Aquarius, and this is occurring in your 5th house of creativity, passion, and romance. So there is a lot of beautiful and big energy to kind of start off Leo season for you. There could be some sort of creative project that you're either putting out in the world or just some sort of surge of inspiration or passion. There could be some sort of change that is also happening in your dating life as well. We do also have Mars in Virgo, which is your 12th house of mental health, spirituality, and your subconscious, forming a trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of secrecy and, joint energy, your energetic and emotional investments. And so the way I really look at this is that you are very focused on investing in your emotional and spiritual well-being, and also by spending the time to really take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, your finances could also be improving here as well. So very interesting energy. Kind of interesting how the cards are actually being a bit quiet here. I may need to just start pulling. And that might actually be energy that you are experiencing this month as well. Maybe things are about getting quieter. We do actually have 6 retrograde planets in August, and so things really are slowing down. There is a lot of taking care of things kind of behind the scenes and slowing down. We do actually have the Empress coming out first, and this is your energy, Libra, so I'm very excited to see this. Something that's also just occurring to me, your ruling planet, Venus, is retrograde throughout the entire month of August, and it is retrograde in the sign of Leo, which is why we were talking about your friendship circles, your social circles, your hopes, ideals, wishes. All of these things are Leonian energy for you. And so you are really reevaluating these areas of your life and really trying to figure out what it is that speaks to you the most, who it is that speaks to you the most. And this Empress energy actually does feel like finding stability within yourself, creating a life that is healthy and balancing for you. I feel like you're actually in a pretty good energy at the start of this month. I will just say the first part of this month is really a good time to get things done. And to really take care of yourself, because that's going to be a huge theme. Your health is actually a huge theme this month as well. And maybe also taking care of your finances. Some of you might be investing with the Page of Pentacles, or learning about investments, or learning about finance. I do feel like there is this growing abundance for you this month, which I'm really happy to see. We do have the Sun and Venus in Leo squaring off with Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. And what this basically looks like to me is that your values could be different from the people around you, and the things that you are investing in or the things that you care about could be different, maybe from the social pressure that you are feeling. Maybe some people are. I feel like you're in a mode where you're learning to invest and grow your finances, where I feel like the people around you are just kind of in autopilot here. Show me clearly, please. Show me clearly. Interesting. Ace of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there is some sort of change that you are planning. It may be a change in home or in career. I do get the sense here that you might be... I feel like you're planning around a period of time where you will not be making money, or things will feel more unstable. And that might be why you're so interested in building a nest egg. I feel like this is planned. I feel like this is premeditated. Maybe you're taking time off, or maybe you're rethinking your financial situation or your long-term goals or your financial plan. There's a lot of financial planning this month. That's what I'm really getting with this group, with the Empress, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. And also where you want to invest your energy, both materially, but also emotionally and spiritually. We do have the Emperor in reverse. You know what? It's interesting because for some of you, maybe you're hearing word about something like your employer going out of business, and that's why you're making plans, or you're looking elsewhere right now. Interesting. Why is the Emperor in reverse here for Libra? Show me clearly, please. Interesting. The Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like you are avoiding some sort of crisis with a person who has a very interesting power dynamic with you, or is like overly controlling or tries to be controlling but doesn't actually have a lot of power. It feels like there could be some sort of setback with this person. This could also be a friend as well for some of you, or someone who's just kind of in your social circles. Like maybe you're not actually friends, but it's just someone who is around the same groups of people as you, because that's something that's coming up a lot this month. Show us clearly, please. What else is going on? I do feel like yeah, there's a change that's happening with the Two of Pentacles. There's some sort of shift, and I feel like you're not supposed to know about it right now, Libra, but you have somehow found out about things, and it's actually preventing a situation from being a catastrophe or like really, really bad. I actually feel like you are getting on your feet before something kind of falls apart. And it's like you've been forewarned of something that is ending or changing. And it feels like someone's very stuck in their ego, or just not caring about other people with the Emperor in reverse. It's really interesting because I feel like someone is trying to get the most out of you, Libra. and then something kind of falls apart. But you're going to find out about it if this is your message. They won't get away with this. And you're actually making very strong and preemptive moves as the Empress, being very in your power here. Interesting how this Emperor is in reverse. What other messages do we have for Libra? We have the High Priestess, needing to get still and trust your intuition. This actually really makes sense that this is coming out, especially later on in the month of August, when we go into Virgo season, because there is a lot of connecting with your intuition and really needing to get still. We do also have Mars in Virgo right now, and this is forming opposition with Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. And so there's this need to focus on your spiritual or mental health, but there could be something in your day-to-day that is interrupting with that. There's just something in your routines or working conditions that is not conducive to your mental health, or maybe vice versa. Maybe there's a lot that's going on with your mental health, and you are trying to create better routines for yourself that are more conducive to your wellness. We did talk about that at the beginning. But overall, I feel like you really do need to take some time with this High Priestess in meditation. And I think especially as we get later on in the month, the 23rd is when the Sun enters Virgo and Mercury is going retrograde in Virgo. And Mercury represents the conscious mind, it represents communication. And when it goes retrograde, it can cause some misunderstandings and miscommunications and honestly just overall inconveniences. But the way this is actually manifesting for you, Libra, I actually feel like you are getting back in touch with your intuition, your inner guidance, your inner voice. And it's like you are seeing things before they happen. That's what I'm getting here. Very, very interesting. Yeah, it feels like there's just a lot of demands in your life right now, and it's made it hard to connect with your spirit and your intuition. I just feel like a lot of you are very tired this month as well, and I could see that with Mars in Virgo, again, forming opposition with Neptune and Pisces on the 22nd. This is actually kind of a chaotic day, the 22nd, because we also have Venus squaring Jupiter. And all of this to me screams doing things to excess, overdoing things, too much of a good thing, emotions being really high, being really out of touch with reality, or just kind of being in a really reactive place and then kind of coming back down to earth. Mercury retrograde happens the next day, y'all. So don't rush into anything around the 22nd or really at all in the end of August. The beginning of August is a good time to get things done. The middle of August is actually a really good time to manifest because we have the Sun coming together with Venus on the 13th in the sign of Leo. And for you, this is actually literally the best time, one of the best times in the entire year to manifest, because Leo represents your 11th house of social networks, networking, and universal support. The universe is trying to support you during this time. So any sort of manifestation practices are especially powerful for you. And again, this is also true with the new moon in Leo. However, I will say with this new moon in Leo on the 17th, it is directly squared 23 degrees. The new moon in Leo is squaring Uranus in 23 degrees in Taurus. And what this new moon really means is it's very powerful. There's this kind of wild energy and things could just happen very, very suddenly. You could manifest very unexpected things, or there could be very rapid developments. But in order to make the most of this energy, you have to do something that feels kind of out of your comfort zone or maybe even a little scary. And that's kind of what I got with the Ten of Pentacles earlier as well. It's like needing to shake something up, needing to shake up your stability. But I do feel like there is something that you are manifesting during this time as well. Interesting, the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely an abundance that could be coming for you. The Hermit actually does represent Virgo energy, so that's quite interesting. I really do feel like by the end of this month, or kind of around the middle of the month, you're really reconnecting with yourself, taking some time for yourself. Because I do feel like there is also this thing where it's very easy for you to get wrapped up in the energy of other people and even get distracted by other people. And it's important that you're really coming back into yourself, checking in with yourself, taking time for yourself. Self-care is huge with the Nine of Pentacles as well. And really getting back in touch with your inner light, with the Hermit. What other messages do we have for Libra? Any other messages? Temperance. Yeah, finding balance, healing, not rushing into things either, taking your time. It's a really good idea to take your time. And I feel like you're specifically slowing down at the end of this month, or this is the advice for you to slow down at the end of this month to really take care of your emotional well-being and your spiritual well-being. There could also be a change in your health or some sort of focus on your health right at the end of the month with the full moon in Pisces. And that could also be why you're very focused on taking time out, healing, recuperating, getting back in touch with your heart with the Knight of Cups. Also Pisces energy here, interestingly enough. What else do we have for Libra? Do we have any other messages for Libra? Honestly, this feels pretty straightforward. It feels like you're taking some time for yourself. Six of Swords. Some of you might even be going on maybe a trip or just taking some time to yourself. That could be something that's important this month. Getting away from other people. I think maybe even connecting with the water element, looking at Temperance and the Six of Swords. Although some of you could also be connecting with mountains with the Hermit. But I really do get the sense that you are spending more time in nature with the Nine of Pentacles. That's something that's really grounding and important for your wellness. And making time for that. Any other messages? Anything for love, maybe? Anything in relationships? Yeah, some of you are in a healing process this month with the Three of Swords. Tell me more about this Three of Swords. There could be a relationship that ends at the beginning of this month with the full moon in Aquarius, or some sort of change or painful situation. Yeah, I do feel like there's a walking away with the Five of Swords. Walking away from situations that aren't aligned for you, for situations that aren't really good for you. Show us clearly, please. Tell me more about the Three of Swords and Five of Swords. And that might be why you're taking some time for yourself to heal. Strength. finding your emotional composure. I almost feel like you're being the bigger person in a situation where you're just kind of walking away or removing yourself quietly from situations. This might not even necessarily be romantic. This actually very well could be involving friends or other groups of people too. Judgment. Yeah, I feel like you're making decisions about relationships that are no longer good for you. I don't think that this is happening to you, Libra. I really feel like you are deciding to walk away from certain people or from certain situations to kind of distance yourself. For others of you who have already been in this sort of process, I think there's more healing that's coming. Oh, you know what? I do think there could be someone who might be trying to come back from the past with judgment, someone who's trying to make amends. But I think you have to use your willpower to know what is good for you and to act in accordance for what is best for you, because it does feel like there's someone who honestly might have broken your heart, Libra, who is trying to reach out to you, and I feel like you don't want to engage. And I mean, that's a very Venus in retrograde thing to happen. Anything else here? Anything else for relationships? Seven of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you might fantasize about this person sometimes. You might think about how things could have been different. This person could have also really, honestly, even gaslit you a little bit, like made you question yourself. There's some confusion here. There's been some confusion, and like maybe on some hand you're trying to get closure with someone, but honestly, like I don't think you're going to get closure by communicating with this person, if I could just be so blunt. And I think for those of you who are connecting with this, you're kind of like, you already sort of know that. High Priestess, you already sort of know that. Maybe this is the bullet that you're dodging this month. With the Ten of Swords and the Emperor in reverse. Any other messages for Libra? Any closing messages for Libra? Ace of Pentacles. I was actually going to ask about money. Yeah, I really do feel like financially things are improving for you. You're becoming more stable. You're finding greater security. And I feel like there is a long-term financial plan that you're putting into place or acting on. You're thinking about your long-term finances in a way that's actually very aligned and good for you. And I do see that there is growth overall. You're getting more stability for yourself, even if relationships are a bit tricky this month. And I mean, honestly, with Mercury and Venus and all the outer planets being retrograde, it really is kind of a good time to just sort of focus on yourself. And as a Libra rising, as we get more and more into Virgo energy, this is a very reflective time for you. And we also have Mars entering into your sign on the 27th. So this is really kind of acting on your own best interest. And I do see that there's just so much stability. There's something that is building here for you. And you're manifesting abundance. And your hard work will pay off with the Seven of Pentacles, and making sure that you are putting energy into yourself or into the things that you care about every single day, but you will be tasting the fruits of your labor. Things are improving. And you're now thinking of how to go from here, now that you are in a more steady place. As you're getting more stabilized, you're able to think about the future and plan for the future more effectively. And those are all the messages I have for you this month, Libra. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this wasn't too heavy. I don't want these readings to ever make anyone worry or feel anxious, because really you'll sort of just know and be able to sense what readings are meant for you if you kind of let the fear sort of subside and just really get present in your body. I do have links in the description box down below for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. All of your likes, shares, and subscribes also help this channel grow, and I greatly appreciate all of the support that you continue to give me. It is such a gift to be able to put out all these readings for all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, Libra.